Year, year was goody, was goody. Back with another one because you know Raider Nation needed another one. We in the building. This is Raiders football, y'all. Your jersey building was goody. I got on the side. State your name, gangster.
It'd be Sacktown Raider Mike there. Europe, how you doing today, man?
Can't call it on. It's a little hectic, but I can't call it. You know what I'm saying? So, just to let everybody know, the interview with the Violator is off. Unfortunately, the dates got mixed up somehow, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no bad blood between us. Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Violator for even giving me a shot. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, it's not going to happen, y'all. So apologize about that, but it is what it is. What it is. You feel me? Matter of fact, let me take this off the banner. We're not gonna have that interview no more. Just take that off the banner. Yes, sir. So, but like I said, it's all good. It ain't no hard feelings. This shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all good though. It's all good. I just wanted to get that out. So we got a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. Pads are on today. Pads were on today. You feel me?
It's getting real.
Bank said finale stack up. Much respect to the channel, yes sir.
What's up, Marcus?
Pulling up, Mark. Word up. You keep pulling up, bro. Um, but yeah, so there's a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. I got some stuff I want to pull up and watch also. Um, so um, let's get right to it. Here.
You should try to get low. Try to get low.
You smell that? The sweet stench of pain and the sweet sounds of suffering. Must be the first day of Pats. Must be the first day of Pats. That's where you gotta get yourself, man. You gotta get yourself rich.
I ain't gonna lie, they out there hitting though.
They've been wanting somebody to hit for a whole off season, so now today was their first chance.
All right, so we gonna start with. I hate not being prepared, yo. For it sucks, bro. I was running, I was running behind a lot. Then we went to the store to put gas in the truck. Freaking truck got a battery went dead, so I needed to jump. So that's why it took me so long to get back to the crib. So I didn't get a chance to even write down nothing, but it's all good. What's up, Banks? Much respect to the Raider Nation, yes sir.
That's right,
So
man.
yeah, um, so Damn, I don't even know where to begin with. So I decided, y'all, we're not gonna talk about Christian Wilkins until the Just Kick It segment. I don't really talked about him. I don't really care about his gay tactics or whatever he's been doing. He don't concern us no more. You feel me? Um, that's all I'm really gonna say about that. You got anything on that?
Christian Wilkins, no.
All right.
Like you said, he's gone.
Yeah,
You
there you
know,
go.
we got other things to talk about.
Thanks. So y'all, we just gonna jump right in it. It's the presser for today. So I'm gonna let you guys. We're gonna play that. It's about I want to say 40 something minutes long. So yeah, Bank Sacktown Jurors. What's happening? One Dream. What's goody, bro?
What's up? What's up, One
That whole
Dream?
situation. Funny acting fool. Yeah, man. You're tickling niggas' feet, kissing niggas on the forehead, like type of shit is that, bro? But anyways, I ain't gonna get into that. So we gonna run these pressers, y'all, and let y'all listen to these. So matter of fact, we gonna do it on the what's the name because it shouldn't be this long. So we gonna use the Raiders app.
The sad thing about it is on the fourth interview, the sound really broke up bad. They need to do something about their audio in those pressers.
Nah, facts. Okay, so we got Jack Besh, Dante Thornton,
Oh, wait a minute,
uh,
that's an older one.
Daniel Carlson. You got Tom McMahon, Eric Stokes. Um, yeah, we got some pressers here. Daniel Carlson, Dante Thornton, Eric Stokes, AJ Cole, Jack Besh, and we got Jamal Adams too. So we're gonna play that one first.
Jamal Adams?
Yeah, we're gonna play that one first.
Oh, okay.
Together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
Rose Town, what it do? Raw Dog, what it do, man?
Rosetown, Law Dog.
We are back. Practice happening right here in Henderson, Nevada. The 2025 training camp for the Raiders has opened. And yes, they are in pads for the very first time, so you know they are hitting. Welcome in to Raiders Training Camp Special Episode 2, along with James Jones.
What's going down?
Amber Theo Harris. You know what? I love that you're in here with me because Eric Allen is at the Hall of Fame.
And our dog got fitted for his gold jacket and all that.
I tell you, we are excited for him. But meanwhile, some practice going on outside. EA got into the Hall of Fame by hitting people pretty hard, and we love practice, right? When you can finally put on pads as a player, what is that like?
Oh, man. Number one, you love it and you hate it at the same time. Because you know your body's going to be sore, but you love it because you know, hey, once you start putting them pads on, we are one day closer to the real thing.
That's right, and here at the Intermountain Health Performance Center, you can get a little feisty day one too, right?
Yeah.
Said
You
love-
can actually
Love all y'all. About to pop off. Go Raiders. Later. Hey, that's what you doing, Raw Dog? You gonna hop off?
Carroll,
Nah,
probably
fuck
the
with
culture
you, bro.
that he's established here, of course. The big storyline is
Hey, come back.
and regime and having Pete Carroll out there.
Yeah, you already got one chill, Law Dog. Come on. You afraid to get more chills?
Wilkins, he was released a couple days ago. But how does this reshape the D line? Because that was expected to be a strength with a healthy Malcolm Kuhn.
This is huge because you get a guy that can not only stop the run, but he can also rush the passer. And to lose him, who knows what type of depth we are going to have there. So really right now it's an open competition there with some of them D tackles, and I don't know how that's going to look. I'm not going to lie. Today, the offense got the best of them, running the ball downhill at them. So we really are going to have to find somebody to fill in there for them really, really fast.
I saw you run out there the second the wideouts started going up against the DBs because the former wideout, you obviously wanted to see what's going on, especially with some of these young draft picks, right? You wanted to see Jack Best. You wanted to see Dante Thornton. What did you see day one when you're standing? What was the number one thing that stood out to you?
Well, number one, I don't know if I'm little, but I always walk up to these dudes and I'm like, my goodness, y'all are huge. But right when I walked up to Thornton, he is a big boy. He can run. He is physical. And in one-on-ones, took him a little time to get going, but then they went to team. And the way he performed in team, it looks like we got a
like,
superstar
subscribe,
on our hands. The way
please,
he moves, how
please.
physical he can be. Gino was looking for him a lot out
Your
there.
boy's
They
at
designed a couple plays for him.
626 right now,
It's
y'all.
going to be exciting to see this young rookie get after it,
626
knowing you got
subs
Brock
right
Bowers
now.
and Jacoby, and you're going to be able to run it with
Quarter way to
You saw
1,000,
Trey
y'all.
Tucker
Quarter
get a
way.
lot of reps early with the first team, and that is just a weapon that you pull out. How do you expect him to fit into the mix?
Now, I'm not going to lie. I walked over there, and I seen Trey Tucker in them one-on-ones. Look at me, didn't I? He was cooking them boys.
He was.
In one-on-one. So I'm excited to see him, too, because you got two dudes now in Thornton and Trey Tucker that can really run and really blast this thing open when you talk about two deep threats. So this will be fun. Offense is looking good. You got a guy under center, obviously we know in Geno Smith, that is very, very accurate and can throw the air out of the football. So it should be good.
There was definitely two guys that stood out. One was Trey Tucker to me. The other one was right away. You saw Ashton Jeanty. The power. It just seemed like the crowd was out, the fans were out here, and they would get excited every time the rookie would get the ball. What are your expectations for Ashton Jeanty?
Well, my expectations is very high. And I walked over to you and I said, hey, two things can be true. I see 1,300 yards from the rookie. I mean, he had run where he pressed it and just cut it back to the other side.
And what we've been saying, 1,300 for Jeanty, right?
Yep, exactly.
Sounds. That's what he brings. He's lightning in a bottle. Every play could be a home run for him. You've seen flashes of that today.
How exciting is it to have Geno Smith here, knowing that you have a Pro Bowl quarterback that has had success with Pete Carroll, they're reunited again, and then the very first preseason game, which we're getting ready for, is going to be in Seattle. I know Geno Smith will not be playing probably in that game. Not be playing in that game, but still, the storyline, they had success together. And what does it mean for a player when you're put back into a situation where you trust your coach? I mean, some of your coaches changed your career for you.
No doubt, and that's huge for him because you talk about quarterback play. You got a coach that believes in you and Pete Carroll. I walked out there and I seen Coach Olsen, Greg Olsen, who was my really good friend and my coach, and he told me I ain't been around a quarterback that's as accurate as Geno Smith.
Yes.
And he's had an accurate one because Derek Carr was accurate as well. And he was like, Geno Smith is just on a whole nother level when you talk about accuracy and where he could place the ball. Just had nothing but good things to say about him. But he's that type dude. And he can make some plays with his legs. So I see them getting off to a really good start. Pete Carroll, they won 10 games under him with Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith's going to have a heck of a year.
And what is the number one thing you're going to be looking for as we start to see some of these preseason games? I know it's about depth, right? It's about position battles.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of veterans that were brought in free agency through John Spytek, but also it's a very young team. That's actually very exciting.
Yeah. One thing I'm looking for early, the violence, right? I want to see us run the ball, and then I want to see us, hey, man, come down here. I want to see us tackle. I want to see us tackle because you can't really do tackling here at practice. I want to see what type of defense.
Shit, I couldn't tell the clips I was looking at. Goddamn, they smacking each other.
Team, and one they just added was Jamal Adams. He is a veteran safety who is healthy now, and we know what he did with Pete Carroll while healthy. We can't wait to talk to him. He's coming up next right here on Raiders Training Camp Special.
Frank.
Every year,
Frank.
fly with us at Allegiant.
Frank in the building, y'all.
We go places.
It's Saturday, Frank.
We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh and reconnect. We we remember, and we
It's a
wonder
pretty long commercial break.
Yeah, I know, right?
from how we go to
Can't
where
do nothing about it. Can't skip it. This is the Raiders.
Oh, okay. So what did you think about what James Jones said while that commercial break's going on? And Theo Harris.
I love what he said, man. Like Genty finna cook. I love the fact that now we got two people that can stretch the field and catch people off guard. You feel me? Now you get Trey Tucker 1-on-1, he's smoking cats. And the same thing with Dante Thornton. After what I just seen.
Yeah, it's
You got
impressive.
two guys that's very reliable on that's and like you said, Gino's Gino was accurate, but Gino is
nephew.
super accurate. You feel me? Like that motherfucker get it done. You know what I'm saying? So I like everything he said though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like this shit's interesting. It's gonna be interesting, especially when we play our first preseason game. Now, like we said, we know that the starters ain't starting. So it'll be interesting to see who's going to be the starters come week 1 of preseason. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to see if the twos is running, then we know who's with the twos. So that means we finna see a lot of Jack Besh.
Yeah.
We finna see a lot of Tommy Malott. We finna see a lot of these other receivers. Man, I'm mad that we got rid of Zachary Franklin, bro. Like, I'm so mad we got rid of him, bro, because he would have been he'd have been solid for us. But it is what it is. You feel me?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it is what it is, and we move on. We're Raider fans. We're but all in all, I'm very happy about all the decisions they're making.
Nah, facts.
They did it. There's a reason for it.
Right, exactly. You ready on?
It's not like here we go again feeling anymore.
Right, exactly.
The official SiriusXM paying special attention to that unit. It is clear in training camp. Let's talk to one of the new members of the backfield, and that would be the defensive backfield.
There you go.
Jamal Adams. Jamal, welcome in. It's good to see you in silver and black. What is it like in year 9 to put on kind of this iconic
He's
uniform?
only in year 9.
Oh, you hit it on the nose. It's definitely iconic.
Yeah, he's 29. He's 29. Yeah.
He still got some tires on the tread.
Excited for my opportunity. For Pete to bring me in and compete with the guys and try to make the team.
First off, man, 9 years, that's a long time playing in the National Football League. That's a lot of hits that you have given out. See, I took them, you giving them out. But how you feel? You've been training. I've been seeing you've been training and working out, keeping yourself in shape. But we all know you can train as much as you want. Once you put them pads on and you start hitting other people,
no doubt,
it feel a little different. How you feeling?
Absolutely, man. I feel good. Obviously, the heat is a little different out here. Nothing worse than Dallas. But obviously, just being back from home and training throughout the off season, it's been a blessing. Just to get back on my feet and really do my thing and just to come out here and compete with the guys, man. First time in pads. And
where's the flag? What's up,
run
bro?
around and hit a little bit. I ain't get to hit anybody. So just still trying to figure out everything and figure out all the plays, but eventually we'll get the pass popping.
You were an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler under Pete Carroll. Take me through the process of reuniting with him and what it's like to be back with him.
Yeah, I mean, he just texted me. Honestly, throughout the offseason, I've been sending him video of just me working out. Not only just him, just a couple coaches that I've had relationships with. And obviously he brought me in. He texted me and said, "Come work out," and I told him I'd be there. So came in, worked out, and did my thing. And obviously, I got the opportunity of a lifetime just to come out here and compete with the guys.
What's your role going to be? Have you talked to Pete about your role? You going to go back to the strong safety, fly around hitting? I've been hearing a couple whispers about you kind of going outside linebacker. You can cover. We all know you can tackle. What's kind of going to be your role in this defense?
Man, honestly, I guess you can just call me the Joker, man. Jack of all trades.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't like to label myself as just one position, man. I can do it all. Whether
Like to hear that.
that's playing linebacker, whether that's playing safety. In my eyes, I believe I can do it all. So, just say I'm the jack of all trades.
We know that you're the most experienced veteran in the defensive backs room. Take us through that room. You kind of know the guys a little bit. What should we be excited about from a personnel standpoint?
Well, I'm not in the DB room.
You're in the linebacker room. All right, take me through that's it. That tells us a lot about what JJ was just
How you not know that? You're in the building.
For Raider Nation there, some veterans, and what are you seeing?
Yeah, obviously it's different for me, just being in the linebacker room. Obviously they speak a different language than what we speak in the back end. But me just taking it on and learning everything, learning from the guys each and every day. You have guys like Devin White. You have Pratt. You have E-Rob. You have Jalen Smith. So you have so many guys in there that
Jalen Smith
have battle scars, should you say? And I'm just kind of learning from them, and just going out there just to be a football player.
You've been a part of some elite defenses, so you know how it's supposed to look, not only in the games, but as practice as well. I know this is the first day of pads, but what's just some of your first signs, man? And, talk to us about how this defense might be able to look out there.
Man, obviously the sky's the limit. Each and every day you got to put the work in. You got to gel as a group, obviously learn your teammates, and, continue to get better each and every day. Every time we step on the field, we're trying to set that mindset right. You know what I mean? We're just trying to be dominant as possible. And, as long as we do that, keep our head down and grind, we'll be all right.
We all know how frustrating it is to suffer injuries in this league. You want to be out there, and, that you've gone through that in the past. But I know that you've said that you feel better than you have in a long time. Just kind of take us through your health and what you have done differently in this off season in the past year to really get back to top shape.
Well, honestly, it's been a long time coming, should I say. Mentally and physically, I'm finally back to who I was before the injury. It's kind of been a good 2.5 years, 3 years of really just not having any luck. And it's been a daily grind. I'm still grinding. I'm fully healthy, each and every day, but just trying to get my legs back underneath me. Those things like that, they take time. But I'm grateful for where I am. It was definitely a battle. It was a lot of dark times. I went through it. I had to sit back and hear everybody chirp about it and whatnot. And I really couldn't do anything. Mentally, I knew where I was. I knew how many plays I've made over the course of my career, but physically, I just couldn't perform the way I wanted to perform. And hey, you live and learn. It's part of my story. And for me, I'm just gonna finish it the right way.
When you were in Seattle, Pete Carroll, I had a chance to talk to Pete Carroll and John Snyder, who's my brother. Love you like you're their own son. So I know probably bringing you here too, a lot had to do with leadership. How are you taking on that leadership role early, since you got here?
Yeah, for sure, man. It's crazy because a lot of these guys, they call me OG or So.
You're not just yet.
I'm old.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just like, damn, I'm only 29, so it'd be easy on me. But no, it's great, man. Just coming in, just trying to learn my teammates, obviously, and the more I know, as far as just learning my role, learning my plays, and learning my techniques and what I need to do, the better off I will be, because then I can really branch out and become that leadership, and become that leader for one of the leaders on the defense, should I say. And there's so many great leaders on this team. I'm just here to help in every way.
Patrick Graham seems to really connect with the players, and he's the one thing that's been consistent here in Las Vegas over the past couple of years. What are your early impressions of working with him?
Yeah, he's a smart coach, obviously, and he's been around the game for a long time. I'm very fortunate that they brought me in to give me an opportunity. Like I said, I'm just gonna do my best to take advantage of the opportunity. When my name's called, I go in and I make plays.
What's the biggest adjustment that you would have to say you got to make going from safety to linebacker? I know you say the terminology is a little different, but what's the biggest adjustment that you learned so far from linebacker to safety?
Yeah, obviously we speak different languages, very similar but different languages, should you say. Obviously I'm closer to the line of scrimmage, so I'm just trying to slow my eyes down, slow my process of what I'm looking at. My lens is definitely closer to the line of scrimmage, so. Obviously you gotta have the right eyes when it comes to playing in the box, playing in the trenches, because those linemen are coming off and they're trying to ear hole you. So For me, I'm just trying to slow my heartbeat down. Excuse me. Slow my mindset down and slow my eyes down. And once I, get that under control and get the feel of it, I'll be fine.
Tell me about some of the new. I know that you probably look at the other safeties, look at the defensive backs, and are able to identify talent. What do you think of somebody like Isaiah Polamau, who's a young upcoming safety, and then a guy like Jeremy Chin, who we saw what he did with the Commanders last year?
Yeah, obviously, two good safeties, young safeties at that. They're back there making plays. What they're asked to do, controlling the back end, obviously, and just being the vocal leaders in the back end. And setting the tone. So, obviously those two guys are going to, make things go in the back end. So we're excited to have them.
Jamal, I know it's great for the defense to have you there as a veteran, and we're excited. We know what you can do when you're healthy, and we're glad to see you healthy and glad to see you in the silver and black. Best of luck out there, and thanks for joining us.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Coming up, we are joined by a new member of our team here at Raider Nation. It's Paul Gutierrez. He joins us to talk about some of the storylines and next.
All right, so this is Jack Bech, but we gonna talk about Jamal Adams. So, what you get out of that,
Well, I think both of our favorite line was just call me the Joker. I'm the jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cornerbacks when they get, he's still pretty young. Cornerbacks tend to move to safety, and safeties tend to move to linebacker. That's what he's doing this year. One just hammered that didn't know he was a DB. I mean, they had the DB on the screen the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, how the you didn't know that shit? You was
I don't know. We all knew it. Yeah.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah, I think having him puts a bolster. It gives us a boost at linebacker because we know what he can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can cover, he can hit. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, he gotta get his eyes and his motions and stuff right because he's closer to the line of scrimmage. And it shouldn't take him that long because he's been playing close to the line of scrimmage, you know what I'm saying, especially in Seattle. So it shouldn't take him that long to, get adjusted and everything like that. So like he said, he'll be fine, and
yeah,
he's
like he said, he just has to slow down the stop process a little more now because he's closer to the line. So,
exactly, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine by.
Yeah, we only 5 days in, so he'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go on to Jack Bech. Jack Bech is here now, y'all. So let's get it.
Yeah, it's all about just the scheme. What all the coaches are talking about. Just being able to attack leverage, uncover the DB's leverage. Find the ways for the QB to get a throwing window to you. Is going out to make plays, but I'd like to start all my interviews by first thanking God, my almighty Savior, for thanking my brother who's always with me on my shoulders. I feel like it's my mission to come out here and play ball, but my greater mission to bring more people to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and let everybody know my brother. So I just started off by praising him, thanking him for all the many blessings that I have, and just thanking my brothers in heaven, being the best guardian angel in God and Tiger. So.
Who are you right now with every change to what you play ball in, schemes, language? It's a very different thing. Now, you went to 2 different colleges, so you had to make that transition once. What's this been like?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel very comfortable in the offense. Some days you'll see me at outside, some days you'll see me at inside, some days you'll see me at both. I know the ZNA pretty well. Obviously, it's a lot of time studying the playbook. It's definitely, you get what you put into it, so all the hours you put in studying the playbook, kind of starts showing out on the field. But, coming back from OTAs and really just grinding during OTAs and looking over it during the summer on our break and coming back and kind of going install by install, coming out here, it hasn't just allowed me, but it's allowed all the guys to come out here and play fast, free, physical. Everybody's getting a much better understanding of the offense, the schemes we're trying to run, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish, where we're trying to go. And I think it's just been great for everybody. And I think you can really tell it's been a big jump from OTAs to now, just scheme wise, of the guys knowing what to do, know where to go, when to do different things, en route, whatever it may be, runs, whatever it may be. So it's been great.
You said when you were drafted, anything to do to help this team.
Yep.
Special teams are an important part of this league, and on this team, you got a great kicker, great punter.
The best kickers and punters in the league.
How do you fit in? Do you see yourself on special teams? What do you think you can best time?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, I love physicality. Is one of my favorite parts of the game. You know, we have the best special teams coordinator in the NFL, Coach Tom. So, you know, whatever he needs me to do, you know, front line. You know, if that's punt return, kick off, kick return, whatever it may be, I'm all for it. You know, I like going and get dirty. I like putting my paws on people. You know, it's like I said, I'm all for doing whatever it is to help this team win and get to where we're going.
He said he wants to find a slot in one special team somewhere. That's what you think.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Highly drafted rookie receiver with all the expectations what's it like?
Oh man, it's been amazing. That's one of my guys. I know I was kind of listening to him talk a little bit, but like he said, whenever we got drafted, you know, we became like that off the rip, just talking a lot, just talking about what we can do to not only better ourselves for the betterment of the team, and how we're going to do that and accomplish that. So it's been really good just having somebody, you know, coming in brand new with me. To be able to learn, you know, the vets in the room have been amazing, and Kobe and Trey and all the guys that are in there, Bach and Colin and just all the guys, Justin Shedd. I mean, all of them have been amazing. Kyle and helping us learn all the different plays and what we're trying to do. But no, me and Dante have a great friendship. We're locked in. You know, we came in here, you know, with Coach Carroll. You know, we're this first draft class. We take a lot of pride in that. We take a lot of pride in being a Raider. And we just can't wait to be able to go out there on the field, you know, and be here. You know, our plan, our goal is to be here for a while, you know, so we can't wait to really just go out there and do what God put us here to do, you know what I mean? Oh, it's been amazing. You know, Gino's a real vet. This season, I think 13 for him. He's seen every coverage over like 1,000, 2,000 times. He knows so much what he's doing. He's so comfortable in his skin out there doing what he does. So just being able to just learn from him, understand what he's seeing to help us get better in our route, to help us, you know, just little things, outside leverage. I mean, they're trying to protect the outside, push you in, probably cover one, vice versa with cover two. Just little things that he can pick out so quickly and easily that he can just feed onto us to let us know to help this whole machine just run a little better. And he's a real leader too. You know what I mean? Like on and off that field, in the building. You know, he's a true leader, and I really appreciate everything Gino's been doing for not only me but the team and for the whole organization.
One of the coaches talk about you wear a lot of the pads on, really personally with your style of play. Do you feel like this is really going to get to show your style of play?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, coming out here with pads, you know, all the other stuff is fun, but now we're playing real football. You know, this is what we're here to do is play football, put the whole thing on. So like I said, one of my favorite parts of the game is physicality, that special teams, en route, in the blocking game, whatever it may be. I like putting my hands on people. That's one of the things I take pride in. You know, and it shows you care for your teammate. You know what I mean? Whenever Ashton looks out there and he sees the wide receivers out there, you know, all because Coach Beatty, you know, he's instilling in us, you know, you got to block to get the rock. You know, so just for Ashton or Raheem or any of those dudes out there, whenever they look at us, and they're going to know that we're going to get those blocks. And if they bounce it out to us, you know, they're going to have a lane to run. So
It's a pretty unusual situation with the second rounders and the contract and all that situation. How did you approach it? Because we're always hearing to this team. So like, hey, let the agents take care of that business.
100%. I let the business side do the business side, and I just did my part and play football.
You guys all good? Exactly. How excited are you? Last one. First preseason game is right around the corner. How excited are you to wear the silver flag all day, not just media day, but actually be on the field and make some plays?
And I'm very excited. No, I said it's a blessing. It's a dream come true. Not only my dream, but my brother's dream. To be able to lace up for our first game in about a week and a half. It's truly going to be a blessing. You know, I'm going to soak it all in. But at the end of the day, we're here to win games and to go do our thing. So that's first thing first. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Oh man.
What you think, Unc?
Well, I'm gonna start on the reporters again. That last question, you know, how do you feel about going into your first preseason game? How the fuck do you think he feels about it, man?
Right.
It's a pillow question. It's one of those law balls.
Yeah.
It's like, learn something and ask him an intelligent question. Of course, he's gonna anyway.
Right.
Um, I like how he talks. They're lining him up inside, outside, and he don't
Uh-huh.
care. He just wants to be there to do whatever they ask him to do.
Right.
And he, the fact that he likes to do, he likes playing special teams. He wants to, as he says, put his hands on people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he just wants to play. And I think that's a great thing. I think that's a common thread as we'll get on into later on the other interviews. And how Gino is taking him under his, he's taking everybody under his wing and teaching them it's
Right.
the little things. It's the little things. Just work
Yeah.
on the little things and everything else will be better. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I got on that one, on that interview.
No,
What
I'm
you
with you
got?
on it. I'm with you. I'm with you on it. Yeah, it's basically the same thing you were saying. The fact that he wants to put his hands on people, and I like the part when he said if Genty or any of the backs run it outside, they know that they got some blocking from us. So
That
yeah,
was good too. That was awesome too. Good one.
because we got receivers that don't want to. We had receivers that didn't want to block, and we had fucking corners that didn't want to tackle. Problem this year. So
That's a fact. It's
yeah,
sad but true. Sad
yeah.
but true.
But it's all good though because we don't have that in this year. We got guys that can block and tackle, so we're not really worried about that.
Yeah. Guys that want to do everything, anything and everything they can do to,
Mm-hmm.
help the team. It's a
Exactly.
common thing.
Mm-hmm.
They want to block, I'll block. But
Yeah.
man, I want the running back to know that, if he has to bounce down to his side, like he said, I'm gonna be there to throw a block, man.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I like when he said, I don't care if I play kickoff, uh,
Yeah.
punt return, kick return, it don't matter. I was a person that played special teams, and I was really good at special teams. Played kick return, punt return, and kickoff.
Mm.
So
I wasn't never a returner, but I did play both special teams. But I was just,
I ain't gonna lie, I had 9 tackles my first game on kickoff.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Down there, fat pop. That's all you heard. So you heard was my name. Tackled by Jonte Atkinson. Tackled by Jonte Atkinson. Tackled by Jonte Atkinson. You heard it. Like, oh, you ain't playing out there.
They had it on one of those non-stop reels where you just keep hitting the button.
Mm-hmm.
Jonte Atkinson on the tackle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Endless loop. Yeah.
It was pre-recorded just for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think Besh is gonna put in his best work, man. He playing for something. He's playing like he said, they want to be there. They want to be able to stay for the long haul. So
Yeah.
and I like
And
the fact
and
they're I like the fact that him and Dante Thornton is already locked in, he said. So I think that's dope.
yeah. And the other part is that we mentioned it before. He's got the Tiger, looking over him too, his brother,
Yeah.
and so he's playing, like we keep hearing, with a chip on his shoulder. You know,
Right. One
something to
thing
prove,
I
I
ain't
should
agree with
say.
him. One thing I didn't agree with him, and it's actually facts. It's not football related though. But he did say that his brother is in heaven watching over him. Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of news, but in the Bible it says that when you die, you don't go to heaven or hell. You just rest. So uh, that was my only thing with that. But anyways, it was just something small. But anyways, but anything, I liked what he said, man. I like what he said, his attitude, and how he coming about it. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with it. I like it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, like since you brought it up, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. He's like, giving all praise to the Lord and all that stuff, which is fine. But
yeah,
this
that's good.
comedian wrote this. The comedian wrote this skit once, and he was talking about every time a player does good, they say, "Well, thanks to God, he's following me and stuff like that." But
Yeah,
whenever they talk to somebody that had a bad game, they don't go, "Hey, how was your game?" Well, everything was going great till Jesus made me fumble.
you gotta chill. You can't blame Jesus for that, bro. You
No, it
blame.
was a joke. It was
Yeah,
a freaking joke. It was funny though. You laughed.
I know. Oh man, you gotta chill. Um,
I gave myself one. I'm at two
um,
now already.
but yeah, that was only it for me. That's all I got on that. What you got? You got anything else on it? Or you good?
Not on Jack Vetch, no.
Nah, I bet. So next up is Daniel Carlson, y'all. Next up is Daniel Carlson.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of it's almost like last year was a little bit of a learning experience, and then teams kicked off less than we probably thought. So this year they're making us basically go more, which I love. I think we hope to just really take advantage of that on the return and the kickoff coverage side. So yeah, we'll see as it goes, but I mean we're really emphasizing taking advantage of it. Doing some things that hopefully set us up for success rather than just necessarily popping it down and kicking it to them. Just hit a lollipop. Like we want to try and take advantage of some different kicks and different kinds of coverage and returns. It's just set our defense or our offense up well.
Without giving too much away, what is the most important thing?
Probably location. Probably just making sure you're not giving them free yards where if you pop it to them on the 10-yard line, we're starting when they catch the ball. And so if you give them 10 extra yards where, they're just starting at the 10-yard line instead of the goal line, that's huge. That's kind of the hang time equation nowadays. So, at a certain point, it's location on where the ball is placed, whether it's the corners, the middle, deep, short, whatever it is, you got to kind of be more precise nowadays.
Making sure they're not on the run when they catch it.
That's a big part of it too, yeah. Like you don't want them just catching it down the middle with a head of steam and ready to hit the return, get that free yardage. So that's things we're working on, and kind of game plans we're figuring out as we look at different opponents. Some guys are gonna have two returns back there. Some guys are gonna have one. A lot of it's TBD. We'll see what happens in the season then.
What should you learn maybe that when you were doing during the summer and how you see it on the field? Like, oh, this guy figured it out right away.
Yeah, and I think credit to like Tom McMahon and the staff. I think we've been working this from last year pretty heavily. I think more so than maybe some other teams. So I think we're already a step ahead, and now it's just a matter of just like any other position and any other play. Now we've talked about it. Now we got to go practice it and go do it in games now.
So rumor has it that you and AJ are friendly, that you guys get along. What's it like for you just to see AJ kind of have the success that he's had? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's kind of been rated as maybe like one of the best punters in the league.
Yeah,
the best punter in the league. It's like as a player, like to kind of see like him have the kind of success that he's had.
It's been cool. This is going on year 7 together now. So I got to see him as a rookie, and it's just awesome to see him get to work every day. And get to show up together as friends, but also as coworkers, and just get to better our crafts together, and just seeing how far he's come and continuing to go. I mean, he's just getting started, and we hope he just has a great year. Hopefully, he's not on the field a whole lot, other than maybe holding some more. But no, it's just awesome to see him day in day out. It's helped me a ton as a player, as a teammate. And then off the field too. It's just a blast to get to spend 7 years of our lives together, and hopefully a lot more.
Do you guys have any type of friendly competition between?
Yeah, I mean, off the field, not just on football, but like we're just, yeah. I mean,
we call each other work wives a lot of times. Like we joke about it, but like I probably spend as much time with him as I do my wife. So like we get to know each other really well, and get to spend a lot of good time competing. Obviously Coach Carroll's all about competition. So whether it's shooting some hoops in the basketball, on the basketball hoop or playing some cornhole, whatever it is, just a little friendly competition to just better our crafts on the field, but also off the field.
You gotta ask, who's better?
Depends who you're asking. I'd say me, but he's going to say him. So depends on the game. I mean, we've golf in the off season. I think he won a couple games of free throw competition the other day, and then I won horse. So, he's got the basketball background, but we rise to the occasion. Go ahead.
In the 7 years that you guys have been together, like, how do you come to the training camp and try to think of different ways to like roll upon something from the previous season? Like, after you've known each other so long, you can get into patterns and things like that. So how do you guys kind of stray from
fresh? Yeah. I mean, I think every year, we're continuing to try and get better, and we've talked about that. We've come a long way from our first couple of years, but I mean, now you want to continue to there's always problems to solve with your swing, with your, whatever the opponents are showing with the new kickoffs, whatever it may be. So, just putting our heads together and talking it through with each other. We kind of speak the same language. A lot of it is self-taught, and, we're coaching each other about our swings, but, we're so familiar with each other now, we can kind of help coach each other and help each other out, just work through, any issues we're having on the field. And so it's been just really awesome to have that camaraderie throughout the years, and just we obviously are both very competitive, want to do well, and so it's it's fun to be able to push each other and also lean on each other a little bit.
You're coming into your 8th season with the Raiders. You're already second all-time as field goals, being third, 40 points away from fourth man. But do these records have any meaning, like having your name up there in the records?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, especially for a historic organization like the Raiders. I mean, that does emphasize special teams, and has so many legendary kickers and punters and snappers throughout the league. So it's really cool, and I try not to dwell on that too much right now, and later on look back at that and really enjoy that. But I mean, it is really cool, and you gotta enjoy it every once in a while and think about it. And, but I've been very blessed and really enjoyed my time here, and I'm very appreciative of being a Raider, and hopefully get to do that for a long time. And but just trying to take advantage of each day as it comes right now, and then this season, of course.
What advantages have you noticed just about having training camp back in Vegas?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously we've got some good fans coming in, and it's really fun to just feel the energy here in town. I think we've been fortunate with not too warm weather so far, so that's been great. But I mean, we have top-notch facilities here. So as much as it would have been fun to go back to California and Napa, wherever it may have been, I think it's great to be here. You kind of have your own setup, and we're going to go in the stadium Saturday. Like, that's going to be a huge advantage for us to just get some mental reps and kind of visualize what it's going to be like on game day a few weeks from now and stuff. So I think everybody's really enjoying it. The staff's doing an unbelievable job, just making sure the hotel's perfect, all the food, we're able to recover as well as we can, so guys can go out and practice as hard as they need to.
Speaking of energy, what are your thoughts when you see Coach Carroll out there covering punts and just
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, he's probably getting as much running in as any other player. I mean, it's unbelievable. And it brings it. Yeah, it's very contagious. I mean, it just brings energy, whether it's the meetings, whether it's the practice. I mean, he's involved in everything, and he's just constantly running around and moving around, and it's just awesome to see that. Him preach it, but actually, you can see it in display too every single day.
We saw a tryout kicker out there. Does that help you, just to be able to let somebody else get a couple of kickoffs and rescue, or did you like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's value, and you just always never know if if I got hurt or something. You got to kind of have a short list ready and stuff. So I think it's always cool, and I've been the younger guy, kind of competing or whatever. But I mean, different scenarios, but. It was really cool, and Gavin, he was great, and it was great to get to try and help him along too, and but it's also good for me to see someone else kick, and then you kind of have to follow up on that and stuff, and feel a little almost competition. So it was a unique deal, and I thought it was really good, and we got to talk about the kickoff situation, because that's something he's trying to work on, and so swapping ideas a little bit. That'll hopefully help me improve going into the season.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
So what you think,
You want me to go first?
I think Carlson is gonna.
Yeah, you go
I'll go first because you
Sorry.
went.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I think Carlson. I think Carlson is gonna be Carlson. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna just continue being him and doing what he got to do. So I'm cool with Daniel Carlson. I like Daniel Carlson. I think he's one of the best kickers out. He had a bad year, so did everybody. So I'm not holding that against him. You know what I'm
He had
saying?
a bad couple games. He had a bad couple games, especially Kansas City, but I don't think he had a
I
bad
mean,
game.
everybody was bad, though. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody was bad, so I ain't gonna just put. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna put it all on him because the vibe wasn't there.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Losing
Sorry,
10
I
games.
interrupted.
No, you good. Huh? Losing 10 games in a row and then, winning a couple at the end, then losing the rest is like, oh man, here we go again. But this year, I think is better. I think everybody's gonna, do what they gotta do to succeed. You know what I mean? To have success, and that's what we need is everything. We need everybody to, do what they need to do so we can have success and win games. You know what I'm saying? If we don't have success and we don't win games, we in square one again, right? And now we talking about Pete being fired and all this dumb shit. So
yeah,
we need to start on. We need to start off hot and cook with all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're doing that. You know what I'm saying? It starts with the offense. Well, first it starts with the coaches, then the offense, the defense, and then the special teams. We gotta win in all three phases. We don't win in all three phases, which we haven't been. We're gonna be shit out. You know the song. You know what I'm saying? We shit out of luck. So
shit out of luck.
But that's all I got on that because it's.
Yeah. I have to pull my notes closer because my writing sucks. One of the big things I picked up was not just kicking off, but the location of the kickoffs is so important, and it is. I mean, if you're kicking to the right, kicking to the left, kicking down the middle, you want to kick where your coverage is going to be. So it's not just getting into within that 20-yard line to the goal line. That's a big rectangle, 55 yards wide, 20 yards deep.
Yeah.
But putting it in the spot where the play is supposed to be ran from, as far as the defense. So I thought that was really cool.
Right.
They hey, wife's letting the dogs out. She let the dogs out. Okay.
Yeah, you
where
got.
was I? Oh fuck! I'm gonna win tonight.
I feel like you working towards you trying to be ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the record. The other thing,
of course, is girl. Bring your behind up on here. Bring it up on here. I sent you the link. It's in your Instagram, Blue.
Okay, so the other thing I had was they brought up the fact that there was another kicker. Does that bother me? He goes, no, it doesn't bother me. Then we can, coach each other up, and stuff like that. And, they just don't want him to wear out his leg, when they're just working on drills, And anybody, hey,
Right.
Blue,
Hi.
hi.
How's it
What's
going?
happening, Blue?
Not
Hey,
mucho.
we doing.
Take
We good. We going over. I don't know if you've been following. I don't know if you was following, but we went over a couple of pressers.
I just heard a little bit of the last part where I literally just popped on. I was looking on the YouTube, but I heard Mike talking about something about like the kickoff spot and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was
okay.
talking about right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I caught. I didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear the rest of it.
No, you good. I was actually talking about the other pressers. Did you watch? Was you able to catch the other ones we played, or you just hopped on?
I just hopped on.
Okay, that's no problem.
Unfortunately.
We'll go over them.
Okay.
We can go over them again. East Coast, what it do, brother? Appreciate you
What's up,
pulling up,
PCG?
bro.
So anyway, my other go ahead.
No, you good.
Wasn't
I just want to.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's my go? No, I went already.
Oh.
It's your go.
Okay. Okay. I thought you had something else to say. So I was talking about the young kicker, and he's totally fine with it. He likes it. You know, they're trying to save him from kicking off so many times and wearing out his leg when they're just doing drills and stuff. The other guy can do that. You know, and how AJ Cole and him have been together so long that
7 years.
they know, yeah, they know each other's, as he put it, swing. You know, and he's like going, you know, hey, if I'm not making, you know, my swing looks different on my kicks, he will go, well, I know she did this thing this time. So, you know, the punter and the kicker have a special relationship, and that's great. And then let's see. Oh, and Pete Carroll being. Oh no, that was on. Oh, but he did bring it up. Pete Carroll playing on special teams.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's all I had.
Okay, dope. I mean, do you want to chime in, Blue, or are you good?
I didn't know what you guys were talking about. I just literally just caught him saying something about like, you know, the kickoff and something about yardage and whatnot. I was listening with like half an ear and I just popped on, so I'm not even sure what the reference is.
Okay, so my bad, huh? We just finished watching the Daniel Carlson presser. And
okay.
That's what he was talking about. But like I said, we got plenty of time, so we can go over some of them all over again. Right now, I'm waiting for Tom McMahon to hop on, but he bullshitting, so I'm going to try it again. All right, so we did Besh, we did Daniel Carlson, right? Mm-hmm. And we did Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams,
Jamal Adams, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that back for you to go see that in Besh one. So y'all pick AJ Cole, Dante Thornton, Eric Stokes, or Tom McMahon.
All the above. Oh, for next, that could be the last one.
No, for next.
Oh, well, how about since we just did a kicker?
We still got.
We still got like. Why don't we? Yeah, we got 4 more after that. Yeah, we got a bunch.
Yeah, no worries. I was gonna say just go through those and then circle back to the other ones.
Yeah. Let's go through the finish. You know, the last 2 special teams ones.
But that's what I'm saying. These are the new ones. These are the ones we didn't get to yet. So I'm trying to see which one do y'all want to watch first.
That's what I'm saying. Either AJ or Tom McMahon, to answer your question finally.
Okay. You want to save Eric Stokes and Dante Thornton for last?
Well, I want to see them, but I figured since we just did the kicker, let's do the special teams ones next. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
But we don't.
Okay.
Anything you want to do is fine. That's just my opinion.
This is AJ Cole, y'all.
I mean, it's good to get out here. It's good to
the $1 Million Man.
Get to know the guys. I think training camp is
of team building and camaraderie happens, because there's really nothing else going on besides football. We're with each other, 14, 15 hours a day, including meals. So yeah, it's great. It's
David, what's good, brother?
And kind of play some real football.
G Builder in the building.
Pete Carroll, his
Oh, what's up, David?
your point of view, like how refreshing is it to see a coach like that out there, 70+ years old, with the kind of energy that's running around?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
man, I
I think
don't
as you
even wanna talk
age, you
about it,
want to
David.
increase in wisdom, but you don't want to lose the youthful spirit. And I think he's a good embodiment of that. And so seeing, the optimism and seeing that, because I think sometimes life beats the optimism out of people, and seeing that he still has that is really encouraging. It's really inspiring. But it does come with the wisdom and the experience that age tends to bring. So I think it's an incredible balance. And really excited to play for him and to see what that does throughout the course of the season. Was he? You running down there?
Yeah.
Is he starting like 40 yards downfield though?
He was down there getting
I don't know. When's the last time we had a player coach? It's like the next Bill Russell, maybe.
Damn, he just dismissed Antonio Pierce. That's crazy. He's savage for that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every offseason, I just spend hours and hours and hours staring at the football, trying to think about how I can kick it further and higher and closer to the sideline. And so that's the goal every single year. And, maybe there's a year where it's perfect, but it's never been that yet. And so every year there's something to work on. But yeah, if I can put the ball in a small rectangle and give them a tiny field to work with, we got explosive returners in this league. There's 32 guys on 32 teams. They can crib it every time they touch the ball. And so if you can give them this little field to work in and, make guys try and tackle them in a phone booth, I think that's best.
Max is the blocker on the edge for field goal. How much trust you had in there? Where old guys off for getting through there as a whole.
I mean, how much more trust can you have in a guy? I mean, that's someone is gonna do everything he's got every single play, and I think it's good to have him out there. I just respect that a guy that's getting paid what he's getting paid, who has the accolades that he has, is going to take something like field goal as serious as he's taking it. And, we'll see if he ends up out there on game day. But I think that the fact he's out there in practice sends a message to the rest of the team that there's no job too small, no detail unimportant. And we're going to do whatever we take to win, and we're going to have the 11 best on the field on every single play, whoever that 11 is.
He's trying to set his own practice. Or is he going to do that in the game? So we wouldn't waste reps like that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's playing good out there right now.
Pressure, like being best punter in the league. That's because you're my guy or whatever. But do you feel any pressure, like getting contracts and everything else, and being recognized as?
Yeah, I was actually talking about this a little bit earlier. Is the funny thing about my job versus Daniel's job is, for instance, is for Daniel, the uprights are the exact same dimensions every single year. So there's like a theoretical max to what he can do, which is make 100% of his kicks. But for a punter, the better you play, the more the goalposts just shift. If I kick it 50 yards, can I kick 51? If I kick a 4.8 hang, can I kick a 4.9? There's no theoretical limit to what I can do. It feels like the ball can always go a yard further, a tenth higher, a yard closer to the sideline. And so, I think there is a little bit of pressure, but I think it's a good thing. And I think that it forces me to really, lock in. And I don't have, I'm very hard on myself. I'm very critical of my own performance. And so I continue to shift the goalposts probably more than anybody else will shift them for me. And I think there is a little bit of pressure, but I think that the pressure is a good thing. And I think that once you stop feeling that pressure and once you start having that jitters, it's probably time to hang them up because you don't care enough anymore.
When you came into the league, did you kind of have any goals like that? Like, I want to execute as a great guy and everything you know about him, obviously. But did you come into the league maybe thinking like, I want to be a Hall of Fame or anything like that? You ever have like lofty goals like that?
To be completely honest, when I was in high school, I didn't even have a goal of playing in college. And when I was in college, I didn't have a goal of playing in the NFL. And then when I got to the NFL, I was just so happy to be there that I was just going to do everything I can to just enjoy my time and get all the juice out of it. So I really haven't been someone who tangibly writes down goals.
Laz, what it do, bro?
Because for me, and I know everybody's different on this, but for me, goals can be
Love
kind
you
of
too,
limiting
bro.
in some ways. Where if I say like, okay, I want to be first team All Pro, that still might not be reflective of achieving the most I can accomplish. And so to me, the goals that I set are more so based off of my routine, based off of my process, and based off of giving every single thing I had to the game every single day. And so, yeah, I mean, you know, the accolades are good, and anything that comes with that, a contract or anything like that, it's positive. There's some good things about it, but I've never been one to sit down in a journal and say, oh, I want to average this, I want to net this. My goals are more so like, here's what I'm going to do every single day. I'm going to put the blinders on. I'm going to spend 95% of my time in the microscope, and then I'm going to look up at the end of the season and see where I was at.
Do you know where you stand on the all-time list? Average?
Not a clue.
Second.
Okay, who's first? Come on, know your facts.
I'll look it up.
Lock in.
You told him lock in.
Smack to me. Thanks.
But I mean, it's those things like going down in history all the time. Like wherever you have ranked.
No, not necessarily. I mean, to me, the most important thing, like I said, is the in the beginning of the goal, right? The process and how I, go about that. But more important to me than any stat, any accolade is just being a great teammate. Being a great teammate does have to do with production, and it does have to do with, how you play and all of that. But from a stats perspective, I try and watch that as little as possible, because I think that can be a potentially a dark place to go to. And I think that the more you stat watch, the more you take away from the game. And so when I go out there, am I thinking about numbers? I try not to, because I try and think about putting the ball in the right place so my coverage team can go down there and make a huge play. They can go get paid, and we can win the game. That's really what I'm thinking about.
Talk that shit, AJ.
As it is, big tackles in games, working on your form, and getting ready to get out there and hit.
I mean, there's just 90 guys out there that are lucky I wasn't full contact today. That's all I'm saying. I hired a new landscaper. I'm not going to say his name. We're gatekeeping. Because the time he's dedicating on my yard, if we get too many clients, he's not going to have that kind of time. But I tell you what, he's putting in the work right now. Really, he's leaving late, first man in the building. The plants for the middle of August, it's July, look fantastic. I mean, what we got going on through the summer, I've never seen such greenery. I've never seen such positive growth. Do we have some dead leaves here and there? Yes, it's Vegas in the summer. But the shrubbery looks fantastic. Thanks.
The shrubbery.
Yo, he's funny, yo.
Yeah.
I love AJ Cole, man.
Yeah, me too.
California Beach boy.
He's a fun interview for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
Kind of like JPJ.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So, what did y'all think of the presser? We gonna go with Blue first, since Blue just got on.
Yeah, I love his work ethic and what he talks about. Like, even though, I mean, dude, he tied our second best mark in Raiders history for us, and ranked 5th in the NFL for like a single season, something to that effect. And yet he's still, like, he's not necessarily, well, at least in the conference or in the presser, he's not necessarily focused on that, but he's always talking about like how he can improve, how he can still get better, trying to give it his all every time, which a lot of them say, and I get that. But the fact that he's saying that, he talked about like the physics of his position, how, how there's always that, like, there's no real limit to how he can improve. There's always like a tenth of an inch one way or the other that he can, get further, get closer, get higher, more to the left, more to the right, and build the accuracy, by, a tenth of an inch accuracy. And it's, it's really, it's an impressive thing, at least for me. It's an impressive thing to see. I love sports science too, so I like that he kind of threw that in there. But it's nice also to hear that somebody who's already so accomplished at his position, I mean, in ranking and that kind of thing, in his stats, it's really still great to hear him talk about how he still is just looking for improvement every time, that he just wants to bring his best game every time. He's a fun interview. I enjoyed that one for sure.
Nah,
Yeah.
facts. I think he's gonna. It's kind of like the same with Carlson. It ain't really that much. I mean, we know that they're nerds when it comes to the physics of punting and field goals and stuff like that. So, like he was dope then, he's gonna be dope now. You feel me? So, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I don't see him going backwards at all for sure.
No. What you got?
Again, just like Daniel Carlson was talking about on kickoffs, he was talking about putting the ball, you know, in a certain area to where their coverage that play is going that way. So it doesn't do no good if you're doing a, right side kick and all your players are going down there for that right side kick and you kick it in the middle or the left,
Right.
you're screwed. So putting it in that one spot, him and Carlson both said the same thing on that as far as punting or kicking to the other team. And
Right.
uh, God, the fact that he brought up that all players are playing special teams, even Max. Max is playing
Right.
special teams in practice because they're again,
Yeah.
even though Stone I really don't see him playing, but who knows? It's a critical play,
Right.
maybe. And he said no job is too small, man. I mean, you got to. He every little thing, and they're looking at details, and that's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's what I like to see. And then I'm a dog the reporter again that asked him a question, and he goes, "Do you know what your ranking is?" He goes, "No." And he
Oh
goes
yeah.
second, and he goes, "Who's first?"
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. What a dumb motherfucker. You know, to ask a question like that and not know who number one is, or at least
I was
top
about to say,
five, you know?
right? Mhm.
Yeah. Okay,
Something
so
going on
that's
in that building. They ain't even know that Jamal Adams was playing linebacker. This some bullshit. Like, what are
yeah.
we doing? They gonna ask them how was playing DB. He like no, he's like, how is the cornerback room, the DB room? He goes, I'm in the linebacker room. Oh, that's right. The
Yeah.
fuck?
Mm.
That's crazy work. That is crazy work. All right, so we got next is my guy Tom McMahon. I just gotta find it real quick again. Here we go.
Oh yeah, and the fact that he said the other 90 guys were lucky he wasn't going full
Yeah,
time
that was
back
funny.
that day. That was fucking funny.
Yeah, it definitely was. Tom McMahon, y'all.
Yeah, I think, personally, I think you're going to cover probably all of them. When you go into the season, it's hard to give up the 35-yard line on a touchback when last year the average drive start was the 30. So it's hard to walk in and say, hey, we're just going to get 5 yards. But I can't tell you exactly how many, but I would say pretty much most of them guys are going to try to cover.
You expect you to preseason to see what Barcelona does, or are you kind of saving that?
Scheme-wise, we'll save. But we'll try to cover every kick because we owe it to our players to find, who the best guys are. So we'll try to cover every single rep that we can to see who the cover players should be and shouldn't be. But from a scheme standpoint, we're going to try to save some stuff. I think everybody will. I love the rule.
Yeah, man, how you doing?
our special teams players now, they got to work every single play. There's going to be a tackle. You got to block somebody every single play. So at the end of the season, you're going to have guys with 20 tackles on kickoff. And last year we covered, I think, only like 27, 28. You get that up near the 70s, and your special teams players value, it skyrockets. And they want to play. They're football players. They want to make plays. Same thing on KOR. They want to block. And your returner value skyrockets. Last year you got 20 returns. This year that player has 70. I mean, I don't know in the league who gets 70 touches before the season starts. That kick returner is going to get more than – he's guaranteed more touches other than your halfbacks.
Jinty so far?
Jinty, he's doing great for us. He's a natural catcher, which is the most important thing. You got to have the ball first. But he's got really, really good run skill. He's just got an ability to square all defenders up. And when you square, when people say, hey, what's so great about that? It gives him a two-way go. You can square somebody up. You can beat him both ways. So he's been impressive, and he acts like a rookie, and he works like a rookie. So that's, to me, that's straight respect for the vets, too.
Is it easier, I guess fight's not the right word, but easier, like, especially to say, hey, we need our best guys out on the
Yeah, our best kick returner, regardless of, who they are, where they're drafted, that's a guy that's going to play. So I think that's what everybody's going to do.
Special teams somewhere.
Every player, and I'll just be cut through with you. Every one of our players is playing special teams. Every starter, every player is playing. So yes, every single guy right now is playing. When you're watching practice, there's nobody that doesn't play special teams reps. Contact, positions. You know what I'm saying? From that standpoint, a lot of receivers, play strength wise, will struggle a little bit on kickoff return because it's a 5-yard box now. The blockings from 5 yards, where before it was a 3rd and 18 play, it's a 4th and short play now. If you really study the play, so you need big guys like him at play strength. He's a rare wide receiver that can play in the interior on punt. He's not necessarily just a gunner. So I'd say his contact play strength is very good. Oh, no question. Jack's tough.
College,
yes,
out here.
Yeah, Jack's tough. That's not a question.
Mix of guys kind of handling kick and punt return. You see guys like Sincere or Dylan or Tommy even. When you look at these guys, what are some things that you've really liked about them so far as to kind of why they attribute to that factor in the game?
The big thing is from a kick return standpoint, it's going to come down to a little bit of play strength. A guy that's 160 pounds, 100 reps, pounding it up in there, it'll wear on him a little bit. So we're trying to get some of them bigger bodies, to catch the football. I think everybody's kind of doing that. That doesn't mean Trey Tucker can't be a kick returner. It's just that we're using all those guys to find the best player, but it's more of the halfback type, body type is what I think you're going to see in the league, especially with the numbers going so high with kick returns. But we're going to use everybody, and they're all working hard. The best thing that they're doing is they're catching the ball. Every single type of kick, and we're hitting line guys at them. We're hitting balls that hit the ground at them. It's not going to be the 4-0 hang time because you don't give your kickoff team a head start. They can go when the ball hits the ground. It doesn't make a lot of sense to kick it right into their arms because you're waiting at the 40-yard line. So they're doing a good job.
Adjusting to all those different things you want to do, and I guess is the ideal to these guys at once.
I think the ideal is not just the bounce, but the location of the kick. That's the biggest part of it. And he's adjusting well. He knows what both our specialists have a toolbox, and we give them a pretty light toolbox, to be honest with you. The kicks that we're going to do, the punts that we use, and then they master those. And then it's my job to make sure that we don't kick the same one all the time. But the ball he's kicking, whether it's right, left, or middle, is really the same ball, just to be honest with you. Consistency is perfection, and we want to make that toolbox small, but can he go everywhere with it?
Playing special teams, Max has been on the field goal, all the kicking team. Is that something that you would expect to see, or is this kind of setting a tone out there?
No, we're not going to waste reps. I mean, everybody that's out there, that's a position they're possibly going to play in the season. I mean, if I use Max on field goal and we're not going to ever use him during the season, it's not good coach. We're wasting reps. So those guys everybody's competing for a position, and he's trying to win that job.
A lot of the team this offseason has been compete, right? The competition, and it's the first day in full pads. So what was that dynamic like getting?
It was really good. We went punt, you guys saw it, and then we had punt return against it, and it was full rush. and so you always worry a little bit about guys getting too close to your punter because you only got one of those. But the big thing we wanted to see is, our strike progression, our communication, things like that. So it's the first time we could ever take that third step on the rush. And, we can go fourth and fifth step, and now it forces your punt team to be strikers. It forces your punt return unit to get on edges. And then you saw the gunners and the vice really, really compete. Because in this league, they're on their own field. In this league, the gunners are the only guys that can leave when the ball snaps. So we created a lot of competition today, and every single guy got a rep within the competition.
He said himself that there are so many positions where you don't really know what
Man,
you
you
have
gotta chill,
until the
man.
pads come on. How have you seen that with players you evaluate?
What a shit.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Because it's especially on special teams, it's a play strength sport. Especially with the new kickoff, it's not, you can't hide guys on the backside anymore. The guys that are a small corner, a small wideout. I shouldn't say small, a guy that plays small. Okay, you can't hide those guys anymore. Everybody's right up front. You have to have play strength. So the pad part of it really, really is very important, and we have to do a great job of managing the reps and when we're trying to get out of it so that we can get better.
Oh my gosh!
I'll tell you what, I think he's really doing a good job of getting that ball outside the red line. He's given us a rectangle that's very, very small, and that's important to him. He wants to punt the ball to the gunners. You guys have heard me say A squared plus B squared is C squared. Let him punt the C squared and let us run the A squared. He's bought into that, and he always has, but he's getting better and better. He's a competitor now. He's a good football player. Thank you so much.
All right, So, what did you guys think? He sound a lot like Rich Bisaccia to me. Shoot.
He's fiery.
He be talking.
Yeah.
I
Sounds like he
seen
can
him
motivate. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I remember last year when the new kickoff rule took place, and he was doing a presser, and they usually stand behind the podium. No, this dude's running around all over this, the area going, okay, so we're gonna go. This is like Joe Pesci. Okay, okay. Like we go over here, and then he goes running over, and he comes over here. It's not gonna work, So, but anyway, I digress. What do I think about that interview?
Yeah.
Is the fact that you're saying they're, since they moved it from 30 to the 35-yard line, if it's down in the end zone or goes through the end zone or whatever, there's going to be more emphasis on returning kicks because you don't want to give them the 35. You got to make them earn that. And so I thought that was pretty cool. Well, everyone practicing at special teams, we already went over that. And running backs, he thinks is going to be the more dominant player that returns kickoffs is running back, somebody with a little more speed. Doesn't mean that Trey Tucker can't do kickoffs like he said, but he feels like it's going to be a more running back position for kickoffs than receivers or DBs or whatever.
Right.
And they asked him, Jimmy, he said that he can catch the ball. He can catch the ball, so I mean.
Yeah, I don't care what he says. Ashton Jennings is not taking kickoffs.
Oh yeah,
I'm just right now.
I fucking hope not. I hope not.
He's not on punt return or a kick return. I don't know why they keep putting that out there.
Well, yeah,
I mean, they're just trying to diversify their. Yeah, I think it's more about diversifying what these players can do and where they can fulfill a need. I'm not saying he's going to do that either. I don't think so. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You
say
right.
Yeah, same thing with Max Crosby. I mean, he's out there practicing. Do you really think I mean, we can't get the dude off the field when the defense is on the field. Do we need to put him into some more plays? But no, he fires me up, man. And like you said, Europe, he is a lot like he reminds me of a lot of Rich Bisaccia.
Bisaccia. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what I got out of it,
He sounds like
fieriness,
a
the
more.
no. Oh, I was just saying the fieriness in the coaching aspect too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He
Oh
can
yeah, yeah,
coach.
yeah.
So,
And I mean, not to be
but
a
go ahead,
douche
Blue.
about it. I was gonna say not to be a douche about it, but he reminds me of. He kind of reminds me of like a qualified Pierce,
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
a qualified Antonio Pierce. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a
Oh
dick here,
shit.
but but you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
get where
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going with that. You get where I'm going with that.
Nah, facts. Nah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
he
man,
got
she's got it.
that bring the noise like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's her. Head. He just more
Exactly.
qualified. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man, come on, man. She doesn't get a chill for that. Come on. I said
No.
less. I got 3 marks. I got 3 marks already.
no, you see, you outrageous with your shit though. I'm pretty sure Blue gonna catch it or just chill. What one of these minutes or hours or whatever.
I think she's only
Maybe.
got one so far.
Maybe. I
Oh
don't even remember.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
because
know, right? I don't know why
say
you told
stupid
me
shit.
that.
Because you don't say stupid shit like I do.
Once in a blue moon. Either that or it's just something really shitty.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, Bob, I agree with that. He said he loves that our punter desires contact. He goes, that's a game changer. Like, yeah, it is. Whether or not it'll
Nah,
actually be implemented is something different, but
Yeah, me and
but
Europe
I
were
nah,
agree.
talking
fact.
about that earlier. Me and Europe were talking about for the show started about that one hit he placed on the sideline. Took the dude on, big old dude, took him
Hmm.
on, standing up, not just trying to chop his legs, caused a fumble, and the whole team was fucking going nuts.
Yeah.
Hmm. And I think we won
And
that game too.
yeah, he took him face on. I mean, he wasn't just like doing one of those punter blocks. You know,
Yeah.
he took him on like a damn linebacker, and he's not. You know,
I know, bull
Hey, those who
skinny as
can't
all
do.
hell. He
yeah.
smacking cats. Yep, like he said, decleater. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so we're
I got
gonna go to the next one, which will be.
I got to turn my light on.
All right, I'll do Dante Thornton.
Like I said,
You
man,
gotta
taking
love
me
that
back to my
shit. I ain't
Latin
gonna lie. You
roots.
gotta love it.
Taking me back to my
You
Latin
feel
roots.
me? You
Really
gotta
good.
love that shit.
I'm still in that developmental stage, learning the speed of the game and just learning how I can implement like my play style into this offense.
That nigga said,
Like I said in the beginning, just learning
this
the speed of the
motherfucker
game.
said, hold on. He said, I'm just trying to learn the speed of the game. I can't tell motherfucker you burnt the nigga goddamn 50 yards. What the fuck?
Wait, Thornton?
Thornton.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
you ain't see. Oh, Blue, you had to see it, man. He threw a 70-yarder to him. Gino
Ooh.
hit Dante
Real.
Thornton for a crisp 70-yarder right in the stride.
Oh.
And
Oh
all that
wow.
motherfucker did was keep running, and
Right
he
there.
left who? Because I ain't see who was behind him for real. To
Oh.
be honest, he was so fast, I didn't see who was covering him. I ain't
Nice.
lying.
Nobody was covering him.
I ain't see
Ooh.
who was covering.
And speaking of the
Nah, nobody
practices,
Mhm.
FYI, Mike, I did hear back from 805, so we are gonna meet up for the
Cool,
practice.
cool. I haven't heard about him yet back for the other thing yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
That's right.
maybe if he gets back to it, great. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun though. I'm excited for that.
Cool.
Alrighty, you're. Pardon my tangent.
No, you good. Nav said, was there a guy a few months back that said Thornton was a beast? That dude's from Tennessee. Yeah, we knew it was you, bro. We knew you put it out there. You was the first one to give us the scoop. All right.
Definitely a big adjustment for me.
So you make a big play today. I got a big pop on the ground. I know it's just practice. What does it mean to you to be able to do that?
I feel it's great. Like as a little kid, like growing up and playing in the NFL was always my lifelong dream. So being able to come out here every single day and live out that dream is amazing to me. And then just also knowing that Geno and the whole offense have the trust and belief in me to take a play and take a shot like that with me. So knowing that they believe in me makes you want to work harder every single day.
That's just giving them boost of confidence. I'll say it for later.
Geno has taken on his wing a big brother to me, and like even that's what on and off the field stuff. Like he's always there for me. So that's definitely a great relationship that I love.
Who was his big brother?
Geno. He said Geno like a big brother to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I got here during OTAs, it was definitely a little bit tricky for me because it was a different style of offense than what I played in my past 2 years in college. But once I got a hang of it and the older guys that came in and helped me with it, it made it a lot easier for me.
It's just a question of learning the language of it and just being able to process everything.
Say it one more time for me.
Is it the language that is it the playbook that takes a little time to learn and kind of be able to process it on the field?
No, I wouldn't say it's really the language. It's like just being in a more open offense, having more route concepts and different things like that. And with me coming from my past offense, we didn't do too much of that. So like seeing it was being a lot more now, it was just an adjustment for me to make. And once I got a hang of that, it's been a lot easier. I love it. Like I played them my last college game in first round of playoffs, and they beat us bad. So like being able to play in this offense, I see why they did that. So I love it.
When you make plays like you did the last couple of days, like a little out route, shield off the defender, and get your feet about to the first down, like, are those the plays you got to take a lot of pride in? You're like, I can do this at this level, and I can do a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah, I definitely would say I take pride in that because like my whole college career, and especially like going into this previous draft process, the biggest knock on me was that I wasn't a true route runner when it comes to intermediate to medium route running. And so just being able to display that at a high level while I'm playing in the NFL now, is like I guess like in a way it's like prove people wrong, but I don't really care about proving people wrong. It's more so for me. In the beginning it bothered me, but at the end of the day, like people won't always have something to say. I can't control what somebody else want to say. I just gotta control what I can control, and that's me working at those things. Because if people saying it must be something that they're saying. So being able to go out there and work at that every single day, I feel like for me, it's more of like motivation to keep getting better at everything I'm doing. Oh yeah, it ramped up. Actually, like if y'all seen, like when we started special teams period, like we got the Gunners versus Whites period, and it wasn't no joke. It was hard off rip. So like it definitely spiked up a lot, but I love it. Basically it was like a 3-by-1 concept with the backside receiver running the deep corner up, and I just felt like it was one of those plays where Geno took the matchup because it ended up being a 1-on-1 situation, and that's how it played out.
You like those 1-on-1 situations kind of in the game? Like how much do you feel confident in that type of matchup?
I'm very confident in those 1-on-1 wrestling, but I'm even more confident because I know Geno is going to take a shot with that. Like he tells me every single day, if you got a matchup, you got a 1-on-1 matchup, I'm coming to you. So that lets me know that I got to win every time I get one because he's going to throw the ball to me.
Yep.
It means a lot for me because like me being a rookie and just getting here and being able to excel in the way that I have been and knowing I still have a lot to work on, just knowing that he believes in me a lot. Just like I said earlier, it gives me a lot of motivation to keep getting better, knowing that I have a veteran quarterback that's going to keep on knocking and get me there. I feel like Geno can make any throw on the field, whether that's from the left hash, throwing back to the right sideline, deep ball, whatever it is. I feel like Geno can make any pass on the field. I feel like he's a very intelligent quarterback.
Hey, Nav, hold on. I gotta say this.
Man, Jack been locked in from the moment we got here. Even when
I gotta pause. Nav,
what?
We are now calling. We are not calling Dante Thornton Galvatron.
Megatron.
Yep. Well, you know how Megatron turned into Galvatron.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
Dante
okay. I see
Thornton
what you're saying.
right
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, now he's Galvatron. Yes,
Yeah.
the rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Happy with Thornton now.
Happy with Thornton. Hell yeah. Hit stick, what it do, my guy? Appreciate you pulling
No,
up, bro.
triple salute to you, Hit Stick.
Hit stick. I was thinking, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Samson. You talking about Dylan Sampson, right? Yo, Dylan Sampson, nice, yo. No, I watched it. You know, I live like 5 minutes from Tennessee state line, so I know about the Vols a little bit.
You know about
yeah.
Wait, what?
All right, let's get back to
the Vols with the B.
Oh. Okay.
Victor.
Okay.
Vols.
Got it. Sorry. Every time they
No Wilson. No Wilson. I'm just
no giggity.
You gotta chill, Blue.
I said no giggity. I said no giggity.
It was
you
still
thought
funny.
balls when he said balls.
Well, that's not my fault.
It is close though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that Victor sounds like Beta to me. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wrote it in pen. I can't erase it.
Hey,
blasted.
He said you're a chill twin. I know, right? I gotta chill.
You gotta chill.
Here we go, yeah.
Like we both talk to each other.
Yeah, you know you don't jot that for me. I don't give myself chills. I give it to y'all.
Off the field with just like in general. That's one of my guys.
You sound like me with pain.
He gonna run through anybody's face. He don't really care about none of that. Like,
I don't take the pain, y'all do.
Yes, Bob, I did.
Yeah, I know. Right? Second time for everything. It's all good though.
Man, them some young dogs on the way, especially DCAM and DP. Like Savages, especially today. Just really today, our birthday passed, showing what they can really do and all this stuff.
Okay, my bad.
DP got to be upside, especially coming.
I'm like, that's not Thornton though anymore. Who is that?
Yeah.
I forgot they done played this shit. All right. So Dante Thornton, y'all, what y'all think?
I like that he acknowledges his, I wouldn't say limitations, but I like that he acknowledges his current shortcomings and talks about how the leadership around him, particularly in Smith, is just helping to build him up, get his confidence going, and also encourage him to, to continue to work on his performance and to get better at the things that he's not particularly stellar at yet. And then also one of my favorite things is that he accepts personal responsibility. That is a huge fucking thing that so many people either one don't learn or two are just not good at, and to see it in a young person is it's actually a huge asset for the mindset, for the personality, for the character of the person, And when he's talking, it's like, well, yeah, I know people are saying X, Y, and Z, or that, I have a limited route tree, yada, yada. Limited production maybe in college, but he's like, well, I can't control what they say. He goes, I can just control myself and what I'm bringing to the table, and all I can do is work on myself. And it's true. You're always going to have negative, positive, and shit spread about you when you're in the public spotlight like that. So really, the only thing a person can control in any facet is yourself. So to me, that's a huge thing, accepting the personal responsibility and being coachable, and then also talking about how he appreciates all of the support from veterans. It's a huge respect thing to the veterans too. So I really love that. I love that about his character.
Nah, I stand with you on that. I think he's gonna be lit. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's gonna pull Brock Bowers.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
That's bold, but I like it.
That's yes.
That is a bold statement.
I say that because, but I say that because from what I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
You put a small corner on him, he's gonna work him every play. He's gonna work him every play. Not even that. You put a nice size receiver. You could put like a 6'1", 6'2" receiver on him. If he ain't got that speed, he's gonna work him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a special person, bro. Like,
yeah.
I know I slept on him earlier, but just hearing the reports and then watching them practice and stuff like that, and that 70-yard deep ball was amazing, bro. Like, that thing was beautiful. Hit him right in stride. He didn't even have to slow down, speed up. It was right there, and all he had to do was just keep going. And we've been missing that for years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We've been missing that for years.
Yeah.
Since DC, for real. If you want to be technical about it, you really want to be technical. We've been missing that since DC.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
no more hospital ball.
Sky's the limit for that. Exactly.
Yeah. He's only going to improve.
And Sky's the limit for that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with that kind of mentality, I believe the same thing, that really the only way for him to go is up in improvement. So he's just going to get better.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Nav, I remember you telling me that you met him, but I don't remember when and where. So elaborate if you could. Because I do remember you telling me that you met him, but I just don't remember when and where. Accountability is refreshing when it comes to the youngsters. Nah, facts.
Absolutely.
Like, it's
damn right, nephew.
Knowing your mistakes makes you a way better player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because then you know where to improve.
Honing in on you. Exactly. And honing in on your mistakes and correcting them the same day or that same time period is going to make you even better player, because now you can adapt on the fly. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what him.
Yeah, because you're nipping it
you're
in
not
the bud
worried
too.
about
You're
it.
catching on it. Yep.
Exactly. And to add to what Blue just said, you're keeping short-term memory. So if you fuck up, it's like, all right, don't worry about it. I'm going to get it back next play. Boom. And then you get it back next play. That's short-term memory. And that's what we lacked since freaking Rich Gannon, goddamn. Like, we lacked that for so long. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does not take accountability for their actions or for their mess ups or fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? So, Dante Thornton is going to be. He's going to be him.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Yep. Just FYI. And I'm sorry, guys, but this is the nerd in me coming out. It's not actually short-term memory. It's called working memory. Short-term memory is like 1 or 2 seconds. It's the amount of memory it takes. So, like, if a car drives by you, you're not paying attention to it, right? But it's long enough just to register what color it might have been. That's short-term memory. So it's like 1-2 seconds. Working memory, however, that is when you take in information and you're actually able to process it to do something with it. So it's basically learning and taking stuff in and turning it around, doing whatever it is you got to do with it. So that's what he's developing. And like you were saying, when you nip it in the bud right then and there, you prevent it becoming a bigger problem later on and much harder to fix, much harder to work on. But if you nip it in the bud, it becomes much quicker to turn it around.
Hot damn it, people!
That's my soapbox. Thank you.
Class is in session.
This is Cognitive Psych with Blue.
In the building. Dr. Blue is in the building. Class
Cognitive Psych. Sorry.
We're not worthy.
I know. No, sorry. That's my
seriously. Awesome.
Nah, yeah,
Okay, go. I'll say what I was going to say after you're done with his statement.
Yeah.
nah, like that was spot on, perfect. Like, yeah, exactly. See, I learned the word short term memory because that's what, like playing football. That's what our coaches always instill in us. It's like you fuck
Yep.
up a play, just
Yeah.
you gotta have that short term memory and just forget about it and go back and produce. So that's where I learned that from. But
Oh, of course.
working
And
memory is a
yeah,
lot
and
better
you are.
than
Yeah.
you.
And but you're definitely not wrong though. That's honestly that's like the layman's interpretation of what short-term memory is. I'm just spewing out a little
Right.
science. But you're not wrong.
Nah,
Everybody uses short-term memory that way
right. But now
in the
I'm
way
good
that
with
you meant.
working memory. 'Cause working
Yeah.
memory sound like something even better.
That's usually what people are referring to when they say that though. Yeah. It's it's a fun fact for the day.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. History said low key PC making early moves in camp, moving different personnel, running with the ones and is going to keep everyone competitive in camp on that. He on that. You know he is.
Yeah.
But that's everybody. Everybody is playing with the ones. Everybody's playing with the twos. Even the threes is in with the one. You know what I'm saying? So we're just trying to build that sharpness. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build that sharpness. So you'll see first preseason game, because you know the stars ain't gonna play. So you're gonna see the second and third string squad play like a first team squad. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So this team is on to something, y'all. This team is on to something for real. And shoot, I can't wait. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get to some of the comments
Well, I
real
haven't
quick.
done my Dante Thornton speech.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. First of
No,
all, Blue, you're so
What?
fucking awesome.
Thank
You
you.
know, you bring such a interesting point of view to the show that nobody
Aw,
else could do. And
thank
we
you.
love your fun facts.
yeah.
We love it. We're learning. We gotta
Aw,
learn. But
I
anyway,
Because
and
appreciate it.
I was
her.
would say short term memory to me. I'm like work.
I
Working
wasn't talking
memory.
about just that. It was her analysis of the
Oh,
last question about Dante
oh,
Thornton.
thank
The
you.
way she puts out, because me, I just comment on things they say. You put a
Right.
whole different personality thing to the thing, which is really fucking cool.
Aw, thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate that. Aw.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's great to have. That's why it's great to have
Mm,
other opinions.
Oh yeah,
right.
So,
absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
I can barely. Well, Thornton and you covered it very well as well. I know there was something you said that I wanted to make a comment on about that was good, but I forgot already, so I didn't write it down. But I like the fact that he's big bro is Gino, so he's getting a receiver's got to be tight with his corner or his receivers. Got to be tight with the center, his receivers, and his running backs, and he called him Big Brother. That's
Yeah.
fucking huge. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody keeps asking about his routes. He wasn't asked to do other routes, but as soon as he came in the NFL, the Raiders, what was the first thing the Raiders were talking about? This guy's got routes. When
Right.
you're running down a sideline, you only have so many routes. It's got to be either straight or to the right if you're on the left if you're on the right. And so I mean, bullshit. Uh, and the fact that you said fact that he's got he feels like if he's on a one-on-one, he has to win that,
Yeah.
or he doesn't feel like he's doing his job. If you
Right.
can't beat a one-on-one, the old saying is you might want to learn how to sell cars or insurance or something. You can't be a
Right.
101. And then the fact that you mentioned, of course, they're all talking about Geno on the offense, that you never know when the ball's coming your way because he can throw all passes, he can extend plays, and then so you got to be on your game to where you know you're there for him. If the play breaks down a little bit or something. So
Shoot,
that was it for me.
that's some great takes. That's fine.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Nav said at the veterans function at the VA. He said at a veterans function at the VA in Johnson City, Tennessee. Yes, sir. No, sir. Although a monster of a human being, well before draft. Facts.
Yeah,
I don't know him personally. Mean like you did, but he sounds like he's well spoken and he has really good manners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His father,
Respectful dude.
his mama. I mean, yeah, his father, his uncles, they all, taught him well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, man, sky's the limit for Dante Thornton, man, for real.
Yeah. Well,
Frank's,
it's a common thread in all the players that are picking up and drafting is they have that. I mean,
right.
not one press conference I saw, I said that dude's an asshole.
Yeah.
That dude is fucking cool. He's level headed and stuff. I mean, we gotta wait and see what they do on the field, but
we got people.
I like the theme.
The mentality
we got
seems
players
right, at least.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like the characters of this team. I said this way back before the draft. What Spytech said. Nad probably know because I've said it a lot on when we was doing shows and stuff. I've said it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I even told Nav, I was like, bro, like Spytech says the characteristics off the field will make the players even better on the field. And we're seeing that
absolutely.
We're seeing it in practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
we're seeing it in everything, man.
Exactly.
Everybody's humble. Everybody wants to do the job. Nobody wants stats. They want to win.
No.
That's the only stat they want, wins.
Yeah.
And I believe it. It's not just bullshit.
Yeah. There's one more thing I want to add to what Dante Thornton said, right?
All right.
He said, I've seen what Chip Kelly could do because we played them and they waxed us. They beat us bad. Now he's in that same fucking offense. You think he ain't gonna be able to? You think he ain't gonna? Look, let me tell you something, right? The receivers, I paid attention. I paid attention to Ohio State. A couple of teams last year. Ohio State, Colorado. My team, which was Miami. I paid attention to a couple teams, but one thing I've noticed in that offense at Ohio State was the receivers and the running backs and the tight ends. They all going to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the slot receiver. The slot receiver, the tight end, and the fucking running backs. They're going to eat. 2,000-yard running backs. You got 1,000-yard receiver. Actually, almost 2,000-yard receivers, but you had one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the tight end went off last year. You know what I'm saying? So, sky's the limit, man, for Kelly and his offense, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not going to say I know Dante's as long as Nadman had, but because Nadman follows Tennessee, I don't follow Tennessee. So Nadman had the really early knowledge of. I just remember when he was first drafted, I had to look up his name. I didn't know who the fuck he was, and
Right.
and I was thinking, shit, I see him starting before bench, really. Just because Betch has a competition of Trey, not Trey Tucker, but Jacoby Myers.
Did
But
you
that's
see where's the flag?
well after Nabman made his,
Yeah. No, did you see where's the flags comment? Oh, that shit's so funny. He goes, "We're all scared from McDaniels." But he goes, "That's what I'm talking about. Don't try to fit a square into a different shape. Let the player be the best best version of himself." And he goes, "We're all scared from McDaniels." Like, no shit, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
And then hits
if you're a Raider fan, you definitely have PTSD. You should be getting some
Oh
kind
God,
of
yeah.
check. We should be getting some kind of check, from the government.
No shit, right? You might be entitled to compensation.
Yes.
If you're a Raiders
If
fan,
you're a Raider fan since 1993.
Yeah, exactly. You might be entitled to compensation for your pain and suffering.
I'd sign up.
Right?
Shit, I've been a fan since '98, so I'm signing up. Goddamn, I got pain, suffering. What's that shit
jazz.
called?
PTSD.
Yeah. What's that shit they got? PTSD. Got that bad.
Yeah. Fortunately, being as old as I have, I've seen the good times too. So, which I don't know if that makes it easier or harder.
Well, we kind of did when they went to the Super Bowl. I mean, we got monkey stomped, but still, we were there.
Well, I've seen the first 3 Super Bowls too. I'm that old.
Nobody likes a bragger.
No, I'm not bragging. I'm saying I'm old. I'm glad that I could have seen those, but that only makes me old.
John Madden when he was definitely old. I'm just saying. I love you, but you old.
Oh yeah, I was like 13 when I was 13 when we won our first Super Bowl.
Oh my!
I'm old.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Raiders since I was shitting in a diaper, but damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just when you met Madden, a little sperm.
Were you even a thought at that time?
No, I wasn't. Not at all. I didn't even know the name.
Not when he got hired. No.
My mama didn't give a fuck about
no, I was already there when he got hired.
About to crash down.
Yeah,
Night, Bob.
Night, Bob.
Oh yeah.
All right, Nav. See you later, brother. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. So it's always a pleasure, bro.
Nighty night. Sleep tight. Yep, get that rest.
We're gonna call it Nav night. Not good night, it's Nav night. Goddamn.
Nav night.
Nav night.
You gotta chill, bro.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, gotta chill. Wait, there's got to be a deal where if 2 out of the 3 of us say you need to chill, you get one.
Damn, how y'all gonna change up my rules?
Yeah. You're welcome.
I knew that was coming.
I know, right? Yeah, I should. I gotta chill. Yeah, you can throw one on there.
No, he gave it to
I gave Blue one. I can give myself one, right?
Yeah.
I gave Blue one. I can give myself one. Look, hurry up! Got that pen and pad. Got that. Chill.
No, my
you were saying it right as I was writing it too. That's funny. First ever. This is the first ever. Yeah. So you all witnessed the first ever.
Well, not technically the second one.
No.
I'll give myself once.
Did you?
You don't remember?
One once before. I do. You were on Nav's show.
I probably have it somewhere in my notepad.
Yeah. It was on Nav's show.
You remember you don't. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Blue remembers and you don't. That's wild.
Well, it's because I don't drink or anything. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm like boring.
Wait,
I'm super boring in that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man.
When it comes to, and like if I'm engaged in something, like when it comes to conversation, I have a mind like a steel trap. I remember everything.
Not me. Mine's like a strainer.
Well, yours has to
No,
swim through some
I'm the
beer. That's
same
why.
way. I'm the
And
same
clearly
way.
you
Okay.
smoke.
He said, okay, you try to shut me up.
Yeah, I know. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah.
No,
You get it.
I'm fine with it, man. I do it. She's not wrong.
Yeah, of course not. You're never wrong.
We got the last presser, which is Eric Stokes, y'all, and he's going to talk about the DB room. So let's get it.
Say what? Who?
Yeah.
About the DB room?
Eric Stokes.
Yeah.
Not the linebacker room like they fucked it up before, but yeah. Eric
No,
Stokes in the DB room, interview.
Okay.
Yeah, this the
Defensive back.
Yeah.
No, I know what a DB is, Mike, but thank you for the mansplanation.
Mansplanation.
I didn't know.
Wow.
Mike's
I wasn't
first.
No, I was saying
first.
like no, I couldn't hear the when he said that, but I couldn't hear the name, and I wasn't sure if he was saying a DB or like the DB like the coach. So that's why I was like, wait, who?
Sorry,
Okay.
Blue. I would never
Don't let
doubt
it
your
happen again.
knowledge.
I might have
That
to
was-
change your nickname to some other schmuck who will not be named.
Oh, come on now.
I'm just.
I went from there to here that fast.
Yeah, you triggered me.
Shit.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
should
done.
give myself a chill for that one.
Is yes. Sorry. My bad.
No, you're good.
He said there's a short-term memory at work, folks.
Yeah.
Frank, you got to chill. Frank got to chill.
Mr. Weber, take a note. Take a note.
He said there's a short-term memory at work, folks.
That's
talk about
fantastic.
sack. He got to be talking about sack. Y'all ready though?
Yeah,
Wait,
chill,
I'm sorry.
bro.
Yes.
Chill, nephew. Jesus.
Man, there's some young dogs on the way, especially DCAM and DP. Like Savages, especially today. Just really today, our first day of pass, showing what they can really do and all this stuff. And man, DP got a big upside, especially coming. This is second year playing corner, I believe, switching from wide receiver. So just learning technique, learning different things. I see a bright future for him.
You feel like you're sort of the mentor of this group?
I try to be, especially being one of the older guys in the room. It's 26. Pretty much being an older guy. That's kind of different. But I feel like I'm pretty much an older guy. I done had a lot of good vets in my years. I done had Kevin King. I done had Jair Jai. I done had Sewell, Keyshawn. I can just go on with some of the couple of vets that I done had that just done taught me different.
You said Keyshawn. You said have Keyshawn.
I say this out. Nah, I don't even really pay attention to none of that stuff because I know at the end of the day, it's pretty much what you do on the field. I know for a fact that we got a young group, we got guys that really trying to prove themselves. But that's the biggest thing that I love. Like everybody in that DB room got a chip on their shoulder. When you got a chip on their shoulder, it bring out a lot of dogs, bring out a lot of animals. So once the season get here, who knows what it really gonna bring.
Would you describe the way Pete Carroll coaches DBs in particular?
Pete don't play about his DBs. I'll tell you that from rule no one. He sits in the meeting room. He's always going to input in and all that stuff. But then again, you look at his resume. He done coached some of the best. Richard Sherman, the Legion of Boom, and all this little stuff. And so any little thing that he says, it goes a long way, especially in that room. So he don't play about his DBs.
Away from some of the players that are here that have worked with him in the past, like Jamal Adams?
Man, they all say the same thing. Like they all got tremendous love for him and all this stuff. To where like he could bring the energy, he could bring the juice, he could switch it up day in and day out. You really don't know what type of thing that he gonna do. Like yesterday, since we had a day off yesterday, started meetings. Pete just go bring everybody in the indoor, play some music, and start dancing around. And then after they say, man, since y'all had all, don't mean that y'all gonna be lazy and bring it in here today and all this stuff like that. So each and every day we just had different little things like a shoot off and all this stuff. So it's just like the juice, the energy that he brings is tremendous. Always, every day after practice, it's a competition with a jump ball. So any little thing that goes on, like, it's just a competition. Like, he loves competition. So if you're not here to fight, you're not here to scratch for any little thing that you got, you pretty much, Pete not finna tolerate that.
Speaking of young guys, you got the 2 rookie receivers I'm sure you've matched up with. What stood out about going against both Jack and Dante?
Man, they both tremendous. Mac, tall, fast, can really open up the field for you and all that stuff. And then Jack, he's shifty and for sure hands, especially coming across the middle. I can't wait to see more of them, like, especially with pass on. Because again, that's when you really find out who they really is.
You look at a guy like Darian, who's obviously not that much experience in the position, but just the physical tools are all there. What have you seen from him, and what do you think his skill is?
Man, it's ceiling high. Like, again, it's only his second year, I believe, playing. And he's still learning. He's still figuring out multiple different things. And he's pretty much like a sponge. Like, he's taking in so much information, listening to everything, trying new techniques, just doing every little thing. So, like, if multiple days on film, you'll see a rep. Like, man, that's a rep, DP. And then you just got to give him kudos. You just got to, like, just keep the confidence up. Because, again, playing DB is just all about confidence. Once you lose that confidence, everything else is downhill.
So what's it been like transitioning from Packers training camp to the Raiders training camp? What you put in terms of weather, in terms of everything on your landscape? Man,
the beautiful thing about this is that we practice at 8:30 in the morning. If it was 10, I think I probably would have been dying. I think I probably would have been one of the people that wanted the cold tub. But I've been doing things. But outside of that, the vibes are different. The energy is different. It just, man, it's love. Like, man, when you just look out and you look at the mountains in the background and stuff, like the scenery and all this stuff, man, it's just beautiful out here. Like, it's hard not to love Vegas.
Is the first day in Pats.
You just stay off the strip, goddamn.
OTAs, the offseason. How different is the first day with this Pats?
Man, you already know that first day gonna be heck and all this stuff, because, like, everybody bringing their energy, everybody bringing their juice. But I always like to say, man, anybody could be a dog on the first day of pass. It's like the second, that third day. Let's see what you really made of. Because anybody can come out here and bang for a day and think they got it. But nah, I want to see you day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Because that's when, like, the real thing come on. Because anybody can just fall off and just do it one day. Like, nah, I need to see consistency, and that's the biggest thing for me.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. All love.
No.
Love.
Yeah, love you, goodbye.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'll take the reins on this one. The way he raved about Darian Porter and the rest of those guys, we got a sharp, young secondary, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people need to start paying attention to. Eric Stokes also has a lot to prove too. You know what I'm saying? And he's another one with that big chip on his shoulder, because people say, oh yeah, he only had one good year, which is his rookie year. He was this, he was that. And I think he's going to come out with a vengeance, like, I'm him. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, and we finna do this thing. And I think that translates through the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? I think that they all going to be on that same type time. You know what I'm saying? We want to show that we the best secondary, and we're going to show that we're the best secondary. So I think, and, the more Darian Porter keeps getting reps and, keep getting things thrown at him and this, that, and third, I think he's going to be straight, yo. I really do. I really think the secondary going to be good. Sneaky good, too, because a lot of people not giving us no credit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep.
That's all I got on that.
Blue, you want to go next?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay, so
go ahead, some of you do, goddamn.
First thing is, your video was a lot better than the one I saw. so I picked up more things because one I saw was all broken up. That one was pretty smooth.
I got it from the Raiders
But
app.
that's what I was watching on was the Raiders thing, and it was all broken up. But anyway,
Hmm.
so good copy you found of that.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Immediately one of the first players he recognized was Decameron Richardson,
Yeah.
and I've been pulling for him. I've been pulling for him because everybody says, "Oh, he wasn't shit." Well, he was thrown into the fire last year. Come on, give him a break. He was a rookie,
Right.
and the other thing was, fuck, it's getting dark. Uh,
Got to get better
so,
lighting out there.
oh, I know I do.
That
I'm
way
gonna
we can
put some
see you
flood.
too.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
there you
put some
are.
flood. I'm gonna put some floodlights out here.
There you go.
Uh, oh, how he said Pete don't play around with the
Yeah.
DBs. I thought
Yep.
that was fucking huge. And then,
Giggity.
okay, yeah. Well, a lot of people would do. Yeah, I walked into that one, didn't I? But then talking about how oh yeah, they're all day in good in day one of pads. What are you gonna look like in games? Day two, day three, 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So he's looking ahead. He's looking ahead, and that's a good thing.
Right. That's all you got
That's
on?
all. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, shoot, we going on 2 hours, and it's 11 o'clock. I gotta get to bed. Sheesh. Let's see what else we got. Let's
Uh,
see.
Can is it just ticket time or
Yeah, we can do that.
okay?
We can do this kick it segment. We gonna do it for a little bit though, cause I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can get it in for a little bit. Chat, y'all got any questions or anything y'all want to get off?
Any comments on what you guys heard or
I mean, I know we only got a few people in here, but
you have to stay on until at least Blue comes back. She threw the finger up saying, "Hey, I'll be right back."
yeah, it's cool.
Didn't know if you saw that because you were busy. So yeah, my overall impression is, after this day is the same overall impression I've had for, you know, since the beginning of the Pete Carroll days is
Right,
like I just love the attitudes. I love how people are thinking. I, I love how it's not individual stats they're looking for. They're looking for wins. They just want to win, do their job to help
right,
the team win,
right,
and that's something we hadn't really heard for a long time.
right.
So there's already one or two distractions going on. This year we nipped that one in the bud and got rid of it.
Nah,
Gone. So I mean, there's no drama. I hate almost saying that. It's like knock on wood. There's no drama.
right. Yeah, I think this is Cat. So it says we are. It says Raiders poised to land to a 265-pound Pro Bowl edge rusher. Are they the perfect match? Read more. Let me see what they talk about.
What?
So Matt Judon, I guess. I think we're. Yeah, I don't see this shit either.
Wouldn't be surprised, but
Yeah, nah, it was just it's just Facebook shit. They be trying to pop source,
oh fuck. Okay, never mind.
and the idiot said we are poised to get Matt Judon. It's not true. So stupid stuff. But yeah. Anybody got anything to say? Anything that they want to talk about?
David
'Cause
sent me the video clip that he was talking about with Wilkins. He said he saw a really funny ass video on Wilkins, and he sent
Oh
it to
yeah,
me.
probably the Clemson game when he
yeah,
played for Clemson.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
the game. No, it's just a clip. See,
yeah, I seen that.
you did. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I seen it. Yeah, all them clips is crazy though. Like, and then I seen something with that John in there. He really grabbed somebody in the crotch. Like,
Yeah,
what the heck is wrong with him, yo? Like, I don't even want to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Man, he not even on the team no more. Like, who cares? Where's the flag said I'm pumped for the season? Says, yeah, I sent one to Nate LV Raider 10 of him grabbing a guy's nuts. Yeah, that was Gary and Conley. Those who know Gary and Conley used to play corner for
I
us.
remember.
They played each other when they played each other in college. He grabbed Gary and Conley. Grabbed that nigga by his nuts. First he
What is up with that shit?
He like squeezed his butt and then he like went like all the way underneath and it's like, bro, like even like
Hey, G
you're
fam.
weird because they all wear jock straps, fool. So you ain't feeling nothing but jock strap, you loser.
And why you want to feel there anyway?
That's what I'm saying. Like that was just totally get. I ain't gonna lie. We'd have got the fight. I'd have got ejected. I'm not playing. I'd have dressed early. I'd have got dressed early. Boy, grab my shit like that. Well, I beat the brakes off his ass. I ain't gonna lie. G fan, what it do, man?
What's up, nephew?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Y'all got anything that y'all want to say before we
Before we recycle it.
put this in the wrap?
Go Raiders!
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't
I gotta
there
get my
like
ass to sleep. Yesterday, I ain't go to bed till like 1 o'clock. So,
Wait, last night you mean?
go ahead, Blue. My bad.
No. I mean, no. I was
Yeah,
just
last
asking
night I ain't go
last
to bed
night.
till-
You went to bed at like 1. Yeah, I crashed out at around.
Hell yeah, I was mad as fuck.
I crashed out at around 6, I think.
At night?
A.M. Yeah, 6 a.m. this
Oh,
morning. 6
shit.
a.m. this
Yeah, I
morning
wish I
when I
could be.
knocked out. You know what? That's like
Sheesh,
my
I wish I
that's like a
could be.
normal thing for me though. Like I've always been like that. Like if I don't have like a very strict or specific schedule that I have to be on, that's what I will divert to. I will stay awake during the night, do whatever I do at night, and then I'll sleep during the day. That's very normal for me.
Me
Right.
too.
Yeah, exactly. And for Mike too.
We
Like,
know
even as a
about
kid.
you. Your ass
Huh.
sleep to the. Your ass sleep to the stars come. Go to
Pretty much.
bed when the
Yeah,
I
when the
go to
sun
On
comes
me.
out.
I go to bed when the sun comes up, and
Yep,
yeah. But last
exactly.
night I did get to bed a little bit earlier.
That's right. Yeah.
I remember I used to do my morning shows about 6 a.m. in the morning, 7 o'clock. Up.
Ah,
What the fuck is you doing up? Goddamn. Your ass is here. And
I
he'll
was
be up
still
till
up. Yeah.
10 o'clock in
yep.
the morning. I do a 3-hour show. He'll still be on, like, yeah, you chilling there.
No, he
Take
told me
your ass
about
to
that.
bed. Shoot.
Yeah, I was like, well, we'll sleep when the
Like,
sun gets a
hell,
little higher.
on me. Shit. It's too much. I don't know. When I get tired, I get tired. But if I take a
Sounds
nap,
like.
I'm up at night. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I am
But
all
today
about
was
the
rough,
nap.
man. I got off at like, yeah, see, I got off. I think I did like 12 hours today. I think I got off at like almost 6:30. It was like
Oh, wow.
6:20. Yeah,
And you
yeah.
start at 6, right?
We started at 6:30, so
Oh, 6:30.
it was a
Okay.
long day. And then I get home, I get close to the crib. My wife was like, "Oh, let's just put gas in the car." All right, so we ain't gotta do it in the morning. That's cool. Put the gas in the car. I told her to turn the car off. The freaking
Uh-huh.
car wouldn't start. I'm like,
Oh.
so I was sitting there for
Oh,
about 20,
Jesus.
30 minutes trying to start the car. Now the battery was so dead that 2 cars had to jump the shit. A big ass
Damn.
truck and my brother-in-law's car. So I was like, man. So that's when I got home. As soon as I got home, took a shower. My wife had food ready for me by the time I got out of the shower. I was in here setting up the live and shit, and then that was it. Now we here. But I was so mad because I didn't get a chance to even freaking look up anything. So everything that I was watching was brand new from like for me to you. If anybody didn't catch it, so yeah, I usually write down like my segments and stuff like that, my little notes. This is what this is the Sunday Night Cat segment thing. I just didn't put it up yet, but yeah. Look, these are all my notes right here from the day I first started. All in this binder, all in this folder right here. As you can see how thick this shit is. These are all my notes.
Wait, what now? How thick what is? Oh.
Oh.
Gotcha. Well, I wasn't looking. I'm sorry. And then I just
You
heard him
getting
say,
you
look how
working
thick
on
this
it?
is. I'm like,
Blue, you are working on your second chill, girlfriend.
it's not my fault. I wasn't looking.
Blue, we have to keep reminding you. Getting a chill is not a bad thing.
I know.
No.
I know.
You gotta
I'm
remember
just
that.
saying.
It's not a bad thing.
I remember.
See, she likes to be chillest. Blue likes to be chillest, cuz she likes when everybody else get the chills, not her.
Yeah.
But look at all this. This is from day one, 4 months ago.
Oh.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
all
that is a
4 months ago. Even
Damn.
draft stuff, a whole bunch of stuff.
that is a thicken.
This is all my first year of YouTubing.
Oh.
Yep.
Gee fam,
So-
you're not wrong.
What do you say?
He goes, Blue, always curious about the thickness.
Oh man.
See,
G-Fam,
G
you
fam's
gotta
got to chill. Yeah, see? Called
You
it.
gotta fill with that filth. Coming in here with that filth.
Yeah, G fam. This is a family show.
Hold on. Frank says some dope. Frank said, I want you to know that hanging out with you and your gang is better than hanging out at the local bar and cheaper
Aw.
too. Thanks for being the best host of all the years. Hey man, I appreciate you. I appreciate that to the
Man.
fullest, bro. I really
Frank Weber.
that means a lot. You know what, Frank? That means a lot, bro, because I just got some bad news today, y'all.
Aww.
And I had already told Sack, but it is what it is with me. And G-Fam, I will be calling you because I got something to tell you. But the Violator, as you see down below in the banner, the Violator interview is off. He canceled today,
Oh,
so it is what it is. Yeah. I guess because of the mix up of the date, he said he wouldn't be available on the 26th of August. So it is what it is. I mean, you know, me and Unc had this conversation for about a 30-minute conversation on that. So we'll talk about it after the show.
I was about to say, are you gonna
And
try to?
G-Fan-
Are you gonna be able to reschedule? But yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude.
I mean, nah, it's all right. I mean, shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Why to me, I don't know. But you know, my wife said God's got something bigger in store for me, so I'm just leaning on that. You know. So yeah, it's crazy though. I was bummed out because I really wanted that interview. I thought that would, you know, change a lot on my channel and stuff and build more character on my channel and stuff, but unfortunately it didn't work out, y'all. So it's all good though. It's all good. But yeah, I am gonna call you because I need you to hear this too. So but yeah. So we are going to head out, y'all. Appreciate everybody pulling up. John Leon, what's happening? Thanks for pulling up, bro. It's 11:14, so I gotta get to bed, and I gotta be up at 4:00 in the morning. So
4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
That'll probably be around the time that I try to knock out. If I go to bed early.
Right? It's 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Like,
But like I said, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. You guys are the reason why I always do this. You know what I'm saying? You guys keep me on my toes, keep me, you know, keep the courage up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep me going. So I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Even y'all on the panel, I appreciate y'all. You know, really means a lot. You know,
Appreciate you too, Yerp.
I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I've been through a lot doing this YouTube thing in the past 4 or 5 months. You know, but I'm still here. I'm still gonna rise to the occasion. I'm still gonna give y'all content every day like I do. Nothing's ever gonna change, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I was a little bummed about that interview, man, because I really wanted that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would be, you know, my biggest accomplishment doing this. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you know, like my wife said, God got something bigger in store for me, and I'm just looking forward towards that and keep praying on it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, y'all know what it is. Your Raiders. Yes, sir. Hey, chat, I love y'all to death, man. I appreciate everything, man. For real, for real. G-Fan, I'm finna call you in like 2 seconds. So, bro said the ringer's always on, so you know. When you hear that ring, 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 you know it's me. And the caller ID says Alabama on it. But y'all, man, y'all be safe. Y'all have a good night. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of a police officer's car. So that's my advice to y'all. You feel me? Don't get
those seats suck. Those seats suck.
You know, click it.
Yeah.
Don't get no paraphernalia found in your whip. Just stay away from the police. You feel me? And that's my advice to y'all. I love y'all. Peace. We out.